Hello everyone, welcome back to Advanced Shorthand, and we are now in our week 5, the end of prelims, okay? So before we move on, please have with you your modules and also yung mga notebook or paper na ginamit ninyo in our previous lessons na pinagsulatan ninyo. Kung bakit ko to nire-remind, dapat kasi kumbaga consider ninyo na daily or yung face-to-face type of classes wherein you bring your notebooks every day, right? Dinadala ninyo sa school yung mga notebooks ninyo every day. So, please expect na every time that you're going to open my videos or yung mga tutorials na ginagawa ko, please have with you your notebooks and consider it as a face-to-face lecture kung saan kinakailangan po yung notebook ninyo. Kung bakit sinasuggest ko na notebook para at least intact siya, hanya agwara-wara, okay? Para pagka may kinailangan kayong tignan, kailangan niyo ng reference, kailangan ninyong i-check, hindi niyo na kailangang hanapin pa or ang tawag dito, maghanap ng kung saan ninyo nilagay yung inyong mga papel or kung saan ninyo isinulat yung mga hinahanap ninyo. Okay? So, I really highly suggest that you have your notebook. Kahit na hindi na siya stenopad, okay lang yan. Basta ang importante may notebook kayo, may reference kayo, just in case na kailangan ninyong i-check kung paano sinusulat or kung ano yung stroke ng isang word. Okay? So, ayan. Let's move on. So, in this video, we're going to discuss or I'm going to show you how we do yung mga strokes na nasa lesson 5 or week 5. Okay? So, yun ay yung mga words ending ball. For example, able, available, possible, ball words. Okay? Next, words ending meant. And then, using numbers as first word of sentence, yung ating mga special phrases, and then yung ating words ending RD and LD. So, medyo marami-rami ito. Okay, so now, ayan, let's move on. Let's start. So, we have the bull words. Bull is represented by our B sound. B. Ayan. So, B lang yung bull. B, B, B. Okay? So, ayan. Tignan na natin yung ating mga words. Oops, I'm sorry. So, yung ating mga words, ayan. So, first, we have available. So, what's the sound of I? What's the stroke for the sound A? We have the big circle. And then, we have the V, and then the E or A, avail. It's A, available. So, we have A, V, A, la, bul. L, bul pala. Wala siyang A. Okay, ulitin natin. A, V, la, bul. Next, possible. So, yung ating possible, magiging possible. P-A-S-ble. Possible. Next, capable. We have K-A-P-ble. Okay, ulitin natin. We have K-A-P-ble. Capable. Capable. Next, reliable. So, reliable. Reliable. Ulitin natin. Reliable. So, we have reliable. Next, favorable. So, we have favor, and then R, favor, and then bull. Okay, next. Sensible. So, we have sense. May sense ba kayo? Sensible. Sensible. Next, table. So, we have table. Okay, so TAB lang yung ating table, parang tab. Table. tab. Okay, so yan, papasok na naman yung question. Paano mo malalaman kung tab ba or table yan? Syempre, tignan mo na naman, i-analyze mo yung sentence kung ano ba yung mas kailangan. Okay, kung tab ba or table. Next, we have trouble. So, trouble. Tra is just T-R and then ball. Trouble. So, it's trouble. Trouble. Next, troubled. We have T, trouble, yung ating trouble, and then D for troubled. Next, we have reasonable. So, na-stroke na natin dun sa previous lessons natin ang reason. So, we have reason, and then ball. Reasonable. Next, considerable. So, we have con, which is represented by yung case stroke natin. And then yung cedar, S-E-D-R, and then ball. Considerable. Next, considerably. So, we have consider, and then ball, E. Considerably. Next, sustainable, suitable pala, suitable. So, we have suit and ball. Suitable. Okay? Next, we have valuable. So, yung value natin, which is represented by the VL blend, and then yung ating ball. So, that's valuable. Next, desirable. So, we have desire, D, sire, ball. Okay, and then you have your trouble, tulad dun sa nasa taas. Okay, so these are our bull sounds, or words with bull sound. Okay, kung may mga hindi kayo nasundan ulit, please go back and try to do it again until you get it right. Okay, so now let's move on to our next, which are the words ending ment. Ment. For example, betterment, ganyan, judgment, yung ment. And ment, the ment sound is represented by the combination of M and N. So, ito yung M, and then ito yung N. Ngayon, when you combine it, ito yung magiging stroke. So, mas mahabang M yung ment. Okay? So, ayan. Let's have our words, yung set of words natin for ment. Okay, so, ayan, shipment. We have shipment. Ship, sh is represented by a downward line, slanting line, ship, and then P, and then ment, shipment. Now, we have statement. So, state is S-T, that's a brief form, and then ment is represented by a longer M. So, statement. Next, advertisement. So, we have the advertise nung in our previous video na tawag dito, brief form. So, ano yun? It's advertise. So, we have advertise, and then we have ment. So, advertisement. Department. So, we have depart. This is, part is another brief form. So, yung depart natin is depart. And then ment. Okay? Next, we have judgment. Judge is, so, tulad ng kanina sinabi ko, judge. We have judge. Diba, ito isang, what do you call this now? Brief form, which is represented by JJ, kaya masyadong mahaba. Ayan, judge. And then we have ment. Ment. Okay, so yung judgment natin is a combination of two J's and a ment. Okay, so judgment. Next, we have agreement. So, agree. Agree is A-G-R-E. And then we have ment. Next, commitment. So, we have commit. So, sabi natin, ito yung com, and then meet. Commit, and then ment. Next, retirement. So, we have retire, then ment. Next, we have investments. So, in, and then we have vest, and then ment. So, we have in, and then vest. Ulitin natin. In, vest, and then ment. Next, assignment. Assignment, we have a, and then sign, and then jog, para makita yung ment. Ulitin natin. A, and then sign. Yan, assign. That's assign. Now, let's put jog for ment. Next, we have settlement. So, settle, we have S-E-T, and then L, settle, and then ment. Next, basement. So, we have base, B-A-S, and then ment. Next, payment. So, we have P-A, ment, payment. Payments, we have yung pay, ment, and then S. Next, arrangement. So, we have arrange, which is represented by A-R, ara, yan, A-R-A, and then yung unj, N-J, and then ment. Okay? Last, we have installment. So, installment, we have in, and then stall, is stall. Okay? And then ment. Ulitin natin. We have in, and then stall, and then ment. Install, ment. Okay, so that's all for our ment words. Now, let's move on to our number as first words in the sentence. Okay, so one exemption to the basic number rule is a number at the beginning of a sentence. Ano ba yung basic number rule natin? Okay, if it's 1 to 10, if it's number 1 to 10, it is written in words. Okay, so from 1 to 10, words mo isusulat yan. Pero sa steno, sa shorthand, you're going to use words. So, i-spell out mo yung 1, yung 2, yung 3, yung 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I-spell out mo yon. Pero kapag ka higher than the tawag dito, higher than 10, isusulat mo na as numbers. Okay? Yun yung basic rule. Now, ang sabi dito, when a number is first word of a sentence, it is spelled out. Okay, so, tulad na ito. Ayan. So, yung 5 natin, you're going to spell it out kasi nga nasa first. Okay, so yan lang naman yung exemption. Kapag ka nasa first part ng ating sentence, yung 5, kapag ka transcribe, okay, so, let me make it clear. We are talking about when you're going to transcribe yung number na you've written it in a shorthand to longhand. Okay? So, katulad niyan. From yung shorthand natin na 5 years or 5 years have gone by since her retirement. So, yung shorthand, makikita ninyo na number yung ginamit dyan. Okay? So, yung number 5. Ngayon, when you're going to transcribe it into longhand, i-spell out mo yan. Even if it's below 10, even it's above 10, okay, you're going to spell it out. Bakit? To avoid confusion. Kasi baka mamaya sabihin na numbering yan. Tulad ng 1. Diba? 2 na numbering. Okay, so para hindi siya mapagkamalang numbering, you have to spell it out when you are transcribing it to longhand. Okay, so yun lang naman. Ayan, nandyan naman yan. If you forget it sometime, you can go back to your module and see it kung paano ginagawa or ano yung exemption natin sa ating basic number rules. Okay? So, now let's move on to our special phrases. Yung I hope. I hope phrases. So, yung ating I hope phrases, bakit siya tinawag na special? Kasi nagkaroon ulit siya ng, kumbaga, modification from the original na I hope. Okay, kung gagamitin mo ang hope na word, ang hope na word is like this, right? H-U-H-O and P, hope. And then yung I natin is a big circle. Okay? Pero ngayon, since this is a phrase, or ginawan siya ng phrase kasi, di ba, usually, they are together. Yung I and hope are always, or not always, but most of the time are used together. Okay? So, yung hope na hope, if you're going to transcribe this, yung I hope na phrase, it's going to be like this. It's the big I, and then the P. Okay? So, this is I hope. Ulitin natin. Yung I, and then hope, yung P. So, yan po yung yung shorthand ng I hope. Now, I hope the. So, we have I hope the. I hope that. I hope that. I hope that the. So, I hope that the. We hope. So, we hope. So, di ba yung we kasi natin ganyan. Kaya ako nagkamali kasi this is how we write our we. Ngayon, if it's a phrase for we hope, instead of putting this down, magiging sa baba magiging sa other side ang E. Okay? So, I'm sorry for the noise. We have we hope. Okay? Yan. Now, we hope that. We have we hope that. We hope that. We have we hope that. Next, we hope that the. We hope that the. We hope you will. We hope you will. Okay? So, those are that is how you write the hope phrases. Yung I hope that. Okay, nandyan yan. Okay, so, just try and practice it. Masasanay din kayo. Okay, so since we already had the I hope phrases, we also have another set of phrase ba to? Yes, phrase kung saan it's another special phrase. Okay, kung maalala ninyo, meron tayong napag-aralan na tinatanggal yung nasa gitna para mas madali ang pagsusulat. Okay, so ito isang example ulit ito ng pagtanggal kung ano yung nasa gitna. Tulad ng some of the. So, some of the, we have some. Okay, and then kung yan, some of the. Pero since this is a special phrase, mangyayari, the na lang. Some the. Some of our, we have some of our. And then some of them. We have some them. Okay? Yan. So, that is how you transcribe these phrases. So, kung may mga hindi kayo ulit naintindihan or hindi nasundan na pag-stroke, please go back. Go back kung saan ninyo hindi naintindihan. Okay, and do it again. Try writing it again until you get it right. Next, so after our phrases, we have the sound of RD and LD. Ano yung sounds ng RD and LD? Yung nasa last po ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. So, for example, yung heard. Okay, yung heard doon sa last ng heard, yun yung nilalagyan natin ng stroke na RD. And that is yung ating R and a hook. Para 'di ba kasi kapag ka RD usually kapag ka regular writing ang RD is R and D. Ganyan. Pero kaya nga tayo nag-i-steno para mas mapadali, kaya ginawa nilang mas madali. Nilagyan na lang siya ng curve sa taas. Okay? So, for example, para mas maintindihan ninyo, lagay ko dito yung RD. RD, it's a curve pataas. And then yung ating LD, mas mahaba na curve and then pataas. Okay? So, ayan. Lagay natin dito yung ating mga words for RD. So, we have the RD words. First, we have heard. Heard is E-R-D, and then your H. Heard. Next, hard. We have A-R-D, and then your H. Hard. Next, harder. A-R-D-R-H. Harder. Okay, next, answered. Answered. Ignored. Ignored. Okay? Next, assured. 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 Next, towards. Towards. Toward. Parang toward. Okay? Toward. Next, prepared. We have pre, and then paired. Tired. We have tire, and then tired. Next, word. We have W-E-R-D, word. Next, record. We have rec, and then cord. So, R-E-K-O-R-D. Next, recorded. So, we have sorry, masyadong malayo. We have rec, then cord, dead. Okay? So, that is how you stroke yung ating RD words. Now, kung meron kayo ulit hindi nakuha, please go back and try doing it again. Now, let's move on to our LD words. So, yung ating mga LD words, ayan, we have old. So, the same technique. Mas mahaba nga lang compared dun sa R. So, we have old. Old. And then we have told. Told. And then sold. Sold. And then we have build. B-E-L-D. Build. Next we have folder. Have F-O-L-D-R. Folder. Next we have folded. F-U-L-D-D-E-D. Okay, so folded. Fold and then did. Folded. Hindi po to yung dead, Ana. Kasi di ba meron tayong stroke for dead, hindi po ito yung dead. We already have the fold there. We have the D here. So, yun, D lang ito. D lang itong nasa taas. Okay? That's how you stroke folded. Now, next, we have failed. So, F-A-L-D. Failed. Stored. Store. Stored. Bakit meron tayong stored doon? Okay, next. We have held. E, L, D, and H. Next, we have child. C, H, A, L, D. Child. Now, next, we have children. So, we have C, H, E, L, D, R-E-N, children. Okay, next we have called and called, the same because they have the same sound, therefore they have the same stroke. So we have K-O-L-D. Okay, so that's called for you. Next, Okay, so that's the end of the lesson discussion. Okay, so that ends our lesson, everyone. Um, Ako, dun naman sa inyong activity. Wala naman tayong recording doon. Wala akong naibigay na recording or dictation doon. So, medyo madali na lang yung inyong activity. All you have to do is to transcribe those letters into shorthand, okay? And then you have to submit your tawag dito your paper to me, and that's it. And ayan, I hope to meet you in our next video. So, tapos na po yung ating prelims. Please come to school para mag-exam before you move on to our next video. Okay? So, that's all everyone. That's it. Thank you for tuning in, for listening, and for writing with me. See you in our next video. Good day and God bless. Good day and God bless.